Well, hello. I want to start this video with just a quick run through of just navigating through your Quad Cortex. Right now, I have it in the Sleeping Beauty mode, which you can see it looks like it's not turned on at all. But if I go like that, bingo, I just came on instantly, which is not what you will see when you first turn on your Quad Cortex. It takes it quite a while. You should, if it's booting up successfully, you should see these lights strobe 6 times, and then they shut off, and then the display starts kicking up, and you'll see a health meter coming along, and finally, boom, you'll see this particular thing. So I've done some changes to my SRV Lenny patch again, which this is the Lenny, the FX2 that comes right from the from Neural. It's a Neural Capture SRV Lenny FX2. Oh, and I guess I did go in and I did a couple of changes. I changed down the I just took it down a little bit in the volumes and stuff, and I kind of I did a little mid-notch cut, and I kind of enhanced the bass and treble, and it gave it a little more of that beautiful, clear sound that Stevie was going for. What else did I do in here? We already know about the two. Oh my God, the tube screamers. So we got the tube screamers sitting up here, right? So I've taken this and now I've added in, oh well, you seen where I added this last time, which was this guy, was I love how they have to spell these names of these companies in a weird way, but I really, Dumbbell, this is my Dumble ODS. And this is an exact clone of a Dumble ODS, okay? This is version 2, okay, on the new OS 3.3.0. And then I wanted to include something even a little more going into version 2, so I added here the nailer, which, again, you know, they spell it in a funny sense, but we all know what it really is. And that amp sounds incredible, so I'm really psyched now, and I'm going to finish this off by showing you the sounds that I'm going to get out of these guys. And I also wanted, in the version 2, one of the biggest things that was enhanced was compressors. And so I'm adding in the 4-amp custom just to show you what that can do too. It's just amazing. The clarity, the definition. I was playing this on the nailer last night, and I was like, I just feel like I'm playing in an amplifier. I'm not playing into a box. Although, you know, here we go, 4 pounds, 1,000,000 amps inside. And they all are exact clones of what the originals are. So it's really great. It's really great. So let's take some listens. All right, we'll do a walkthrough of my mods to Lenny. So here it is with just the Lenny patch or the capture binaural. And I'm getting some nice. Yeah, so it's, you know, it's kicking on its own right there, right? Now, if I wanted to enhance on that, I can throw in a tube screamer, so let's take that out. And actually, you know, let me show you the other way I can do this, okay? Let's put that off again, okay? And because the reason being, I'm in stomp mode. So if I want that tube screamer, right? So I have everything right here on my display. I have everything down here on stomp switches. And so that's what I can do with this particular thing. If I don't even want the Lenny on, I can shut him off. This is my just straight through. So the only thing I should have been going through is just the speaker cabs that I've selected. I've got two Rock 79 vintages. And we do have some reverb, obviously, right? And the reverb is cool too. So let's say I take one of those out, right? Right? So I can go from totally dry to completely wet in a heartbeat by doing that. So if I'm like on a right, so you got a reverb switch built in with that. Okay. So we did look at the Dumble. And when I put the Dumble here, yeah, here's the Dumble. Right, we'll take a peek at it. Yeah, so Dumble ODS. I'm in the clean channel right now, and I do have a boost. So I took my Stevie Ray effect thing and I boosted it up with the Dumble. And the Dumble, of course, you can just go insane with this thing. But let me show you the other sweet thing that I did was this guy. What the heck is that, right? That's the nailer, okay? And I have that gain way down, basically a bass and mid cut and just kind of a little straight out on the treble, and volume at mid. Now listen to it. Right? That thing just, it's, off the charts, right? So if I'm like, right? So you get pretty much the best of every world you'd ever want right in this one patch. So once again, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and ring the bell if you want to see more. I'm going to be covering an awful lot of the Quad Cortex. Oh, and I don't know if I've shown you this, but recently I went through a complete teardown of one of these. Being of the electronic background that I am, I wanted to see, well, what is going on under there. And this is a display board in itself, and all your heat is actually, when you're feeling the top of this and you feel it hot, it's actually a heat sink that the display is attached to, and it dissipates the heat pretty well, keeps it off the motherboard, which is on the bottom, so it keeps it away from all the the main DSP, and there's an awful lot of state-of-the-art op amps down there. Power supplies over in this area underneath, not attached to this. This is an entire switch panel in itself that's elevated up this way. So yeah, you got 3 boards underneath: the switchboard, display board, motherboard down below. Very nice design, very nice layout. I was pretty impressed. I am actually running this thing on a power meter right now, where I can tell you exactly what the what the unit should be doing. Under normal operation, you're going to be doing about a quarter amp, I'm sorry, 0.25 amps or 250 milliamps of supply. If I go into that standby mode, now I'll show you what I did when I did that. See how I came into this? This is my power switch. I can either shut down or I can go to be right back. So that's what I did to create that. And when I do that, it's basically in a standby mode. It's capable of coming up. All I have to do is just hit that again. And it the current, input current shuts down to about 200 milliamps when it's in standby mode. So it's not too much to go from that to operation. All you have to do is hit this again and bingo, I'm back up, right? If I go down and I hit this switch, can we see that? Yeah. Hold that down, I'm in my tuner mode. I was a little down on that, baby, huh? All right. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. The version 2 captures are really intense. I'm quite impressed. Oh, we didn't do the compressors. Let's do the compressors, because that really makes a big difference too. Okay, so that's this baby. Here we go. I forgot to tell you about that. I got the 4 comp custom one. This is a V2 capture of a compressor. Oh, how did I have it? What's my configuration? Gain, everything's at 12 o'clock high. All right, cool. Wait till you see what this does to some of this stuff. Let's put on the dumble. And that's the dumble in the clean mode. Let's go to the overdrive mode. Whoa, that took it a little while to get in there, huh? those are so I can actually, anything that's up on that panel, when I'm looking at that, this is where I switch that, okay? Now, I don't know why that was a little slow. It was a little sluggish to click, but it did. And, of course, obviously, seeing the power of the dumbbell. Let's keep it in a clean mode, and that's what every one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this would be the treble. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are all the way over, completely over. On this is presence. That would be treble and stuff like that. So let's cut that off. Let's throw this on, and again, here's the amp by itself. Here's with the compressor. Well, there you have it. So there's all the version 2 captures of the dumbbell, the nailer, the one of the first compressors that they have up. There's another, there's the Bogner Blooms and stuff like that. So you could actually just go in and switch it if you wanted. You know, you can switch any one of these amps to whatever you want. You just press on it and say change. And yes, the other day I couldn't figure out how to get rid of something, and it's actually out. I just scrolled down a little further. It was remove it from grid. So there you go, man. That's the Quad Cortex version OS 3.3.0. This is Darryl Hill, musiclessonsdelivered.com. Subscribe if you'd like to, please, because it will certainly help. And also ring the bell so you get notifications when I stick some more stuff up, which I will be doing with this particular unit for sure, and other things. So thank you for watching.